Hi, I'm Daniel Andrews, owner and creator of Andrewsfootball.com. If you're new to my channel, hit this subscribe button right down here. Scientifically proven to make all your wildest dreams come true. This channel breaks down all 32 NFL teams. I got videos coming out. Coming out Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Today is Friday. I'm breaking down the Buffalo Bills. Monday, I'm breaking down the Denver Broncos. So here's how the videos work. I break down what I like. I break down what I don't like, but stick around towards the end where I break down the Vegas over-under and if you should put action on the Buffalo Bills. So let's break down first of all, let's just break down what I like of the Buffalo Bills, and that's Josh Allen. Here's the thing. Josh Allen's senior year, before the season started, I was in Krav Maga, and I was actually in a class with one of Josh Allen's former teammates at the University of Wyoming. And this was before the start of Josh Allen's senior year. There's a lot of hype regarding Josh Allen. And so I talked to him. I was like, man, I'm a big football fan. Tell me about Josh Allen. Tell me about your teammate. And he said, oh, man, Josh Allen's a great guy. He could play linebacker. He could play tight end. There's really nothing on the football field he can't do. He's just really raw. And I thought that was really interesting because this is one of your teammates saying this. This isn't just some guy. So I kind of really took a big interest into Josh Allen. And when I watched Josh Allen play, I live in Kansas City. I'm a Chiefs fan. I got Patrick Mahomes over here, and there's going to be Chiefs fans that are going to want to burn me at the stake, but I see Josh Allen having a stronger arm than Mahomes. Can you imagine a throwing contest between these two? The loser is going to throw 85 yards. We are in an era of football where we have two NFL quarterbacks who can throw a football over 80 yards. How insane is that? So when I look at Josh Allen, this is a guy the guy I went to Krav Maga class with, and then we sparred. Matter of fact, I had a picture. He put a big old bruise on me. Powerful dude. This is a guy who could play NFL tight end. This is a guy who could play NFL linebacker. Have you seen the hype where he's hurdling guys? And then the guy can throw the ball almost the length of a football field. It's just ridiculous. There is no ceiling to the potential of Josh Allen. And if you're a Bills fan, you have to be excited because you have the most physically gifted quarterback in the NFL. And I live in Kansas City, and I'm telling you this right now. Now, is Mahomes a better quarterback? Hands down. But the limit of potential revolving Josh Allen, it really can't be touched. It really can't. This is a guy you could put it in. This is a guy, if he never played quarterback, he could play in the NFL at two different positions. How crazy is that? So there is no ceiling on the potential of Josh Allen. Second thing I like of the Buffalo Bills is the offensive line. You went in and signed Mitch Morse, Quinton Spain, then you drafted Cody Ford. This is a team that when Sean McDermott took over, they went from a power drive blocking scheme to more of a zone read system where you have the offensive linemen move, read, and react. I'm sorry, not read and react, but basically they're trying to move to a point. They're kind of basically the offense requires more athletic, faster, quicker linemen, and now they have that. Even if you don't like the Buffalo Bills, when you look at their offensive line, the offensive line has gotten better, it's gotten younger, it's gotten more athletic, and that's kind of rare when you have an offensive line that gets younger and better. But that's what they did this offseason. So the Buffalo Bills, you have a quarterback with no ceiling, and then you improve the offensive line. And look at your tackles. You got Cody Ford on one side, Deion Dawkins on the other side. That you got two bookends that are really, really good. So I really love what the Bills are doing on the offensive line. Third thing I like that the Bills are doing is I love that they got some running back help. You get future Hall of Famer Frank Gore. You get TJ Yeldon, a guy I loved out of Alabama. Didn't really live up to that to what I saw at Alabama at Jacksonville, but I think he's a guy who can help. And I like the Devin Singletary draft pick because I think this is a guy who's going to fit perfect in the system. My opinion of what the Bills are going to do is that I really think that what they're doing is they're hoping that Devin Singletary's in a running back classroom with two future Hall of Fame running backs, and they're hoping that the work ethic, the practice habits rub off on him enough, because I really think that 2020 they want him to be the every down back, but they're really hoping that the Hall of Fame characteristics of two guys rubs off on him, and I think it's a smart move. But basically, when you have Shady McCoy, Frank Gore, Devin Singletary, and TJ Yeldon, you have a good stable of running backs. There's no way that you could say that the running back core got worse, even if you don't like the Buffalo Bills. So the Buffalo Bill running back core got better. Combine that with the offensive line that they have, the running game should be much improved for 2019. And then the fourth thing is gushed all over Josh Allen. Have you paid attention to Tremaine Edmunds? This guy just turned 21 in May. His rookie season, 2 interceptions, 2 forced fumbles, 2 sacks, 121 tackles. For those of you that don't know, this guy is 6'4", 255, ran a 4.55 at the combine. This guy could literally play any position on a defensive front seven in any scheme. You could tell this guy, because he just turned 21, hey, put on 30 pounds. He can play defensive tackle. Instead, he's playing middle linebacker in a 4-3 scheme where they're requiring him to do everything on the football field, and he can. I just talked about there's no ceiling on Josh Allen. There's no ceiling on Tremaine Edmunds. I mean, this is a kid who just turned 21. This guy should have no idea what to do on an NFL football field. He probably doesn't. And what did he do? 2 interceptions, 2 forced fumbles, 2 sacks, 121 tackles as a rookie. And he wasn't even 21. He was underage. It's ridiculous. As much hype as there is about Josh Allen, there should be just as much, if not more, hype on Tremaine Edmunds. When I look at Tremaine Edmunds and Sean McDermott being a defensive-minded coach, keep in mind he was in Carolina when Luke Kuechly won Defensive NFL MVP. This guy has more potential than Kuechly. There's no ceiling on how good Tremaine Edmunds can be. It's absolutely ridiculous. So just to recap here, the unlimited potential of Josh Allen, the upgrades on the offensive line position, and the youth of the offensive line. Keep in mind, they gave a lot of money to my guy Mitch Morse, formerly of the Chiefs. I mean, this guy's 26. I mean, this is perfect. If you see him, he looks older than 26. Kind of a funny thing, but. You got running back help. And then you got the limitless potential of Tremaine Edmunds. So you got a lot of positive things. Now, let's talk about what I don't like. And a lot of it is from social media. I don't like the Josh Allen hype. I have now Danielle from Buffalo Rumblings, who I think is awesome. I follow her on Twitter. I'm going to send you a private message. Hopefully you're not mad at me for saying this. But she put on Twitter she put on Twitter the Buffalo Bills would not trade Josh Allen for any quarterback in the NFL. And I responded, Mahomes. And she's like, no, Buffalo really. I'm going to tell you something right now. If the Chiefs called Buffalo and said, we'll give you Mahomes for Josh Allen, and we're going to ask for an additional 3 first-round draft picks, Buffalo does that in a second. They do it in a half a second. If you look at the stats for Josh Allen last year, 11 starts, 2,074 yards passing. That's not even 200 yards a game. I mean, a 16-game season, that's less than 3,000 yards. That's not good. 10 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. Both those numbers are horrible. 52.8% completion percentage. I just did a video. I talked about Matthew Stafford. His completion percentage is 14 points higher. And that's a guy who's really known for his accuracy. So, I mean, Josh Allen is not even a top 25 NFL quarterback. He's really not. And somebody's going to say, well, Dan, what about his rushing, the 631 yards rushing, all those highlights and jumping over? That's not a good thing. All right, that's not a good thing. This guy got hurt at Wyoming. This guy got hurt his rookie season in Buffalo. This isn't an Iron Man. If you're building your team around Josh Allen running the ball, by the way, who's your leading rusher last year? Josh Allen? That's just the wrong answer, okay? That's just the wrong answer, because speaking of building a team, the second thing I don't like, 3rd and 7, who's your guy? 3rd and 7, who are you throwing to? Who's your guy? I mean, yeah, you got Cole Beasley. Yeah, you picked up John Brown. According to our lads, your starting tight end is going to be Dawson Knox, your 2nd, 3rd round pick, a guy who I absolutely love and I think could be their starting tight end guy with a lot of potential. But who's your guy? Who's your number one guy? You don't really have one. You don't have a number one receiver. You really don't have a number one tight end. So here you are. You're building your team through your offensive line. You added some running back help, which is great, but your offensive skill position talent is weak. It's among the worst in the NFL. This is probably the one team that if you get up by 17 on, game's over. If you're up 17 points against Buffalo, shut the lights off. You're going to win because they don't have an offense that can come back. They want to play low-scoring games, but you get up on the Bills, forget it. They don't have the skill position talent to come back. So, and keep in mind, this is Sean McDermott, the defensive-minded coach. They're trying to play low-scoring games. So you get a shootout with the Bills, you're going to win. Third thing I don't like is that if you look over, Sean McDermott took over in 2017. Defense gave up 22.4 points a game. That was ranked 18th in the league. Last year, 23.4 points a game, which was also ranked 18th. There's 32 NFL teams is slightly below average, or, it's really an average defense, to be honest. But the last year, they had one Pro Bowl player. His name was Kyle Williams. He retired. Yes, I'm fully aware they drafted Ed Oliver, but is your plan to make Ed Oliver replace Kyle Williams and be a Pro Bowler day one? That's your plan? Yes, I know Tremaine Edmunds. He's got a world of potential here, but unless Oliver plays like a Pro Bowler day one, Edmunds makes a huge leap. They didn't sign a lot of people during free agency. When I look at this Bills defense, I'm looking at their starters. I'm not scared. I mean, they brought in Kevin Johnson. There's talk, oh man, he may be a starter. So let me get this straight. You're supposed to have a good defense, but you bring in Kevin Johnson, you're banking on him to be number 2 guy. I mean, this defense is not that good. I mean, you have an average defense, Buffalo. I hate to say it, but I mean, this is a team that I remember the Bills in the 90s had that shutdown defense, but I mean, I'm getting off track here, but just to recap, judging from what I've seen last year, Josh Allen, he's not even a top 25 quarterback. I mean, those numbers are horrible. I mean, he has to take massive leaps and bounds, but this is a defensive-minded coach. You don't have Andy Reid, coaching your offense here. It's funny because Sean McDermott was part of the Andy Reid coaching staff, but he's a defensive guy. All right, you don't have a Bruce Arians and Andy Reid. I could name all sorts of NFL offensive head coaches here, but I'm not going to. I mean, but basically, you got a defensive-minded head coach trying to groom a guy with limitless potential, but he's really, really raw. Your offensive skill position is bad. All right, your receiving core, your tight end, Shady McCoy kind of hit a wall last year. Your leading rusher was your quarterback. You only started 12 games. 11, I'm sorry. That's not good. And then your defense is average. I'm sorry, your only Pro Bowl player retired. So now for the advanced class, now for the money-making class, Buffalo is beginning lots of love from Vegas. The over-under started off at 6.5. It's up to 7. Right now, if you want to bet on the over 7 for the Buffalo Bills, if you want to bet the Bills win more than 7 games, it's negative 130. So that means you have to wager $130 just to win 100. But if you want to wager under 7 wins, it's actually plus 110, which means a $100 wager when you 110, which means that more people put in action on the over, even though it jumped up from 6.5 to 7. So Vegas has really been high on Buffalo. Thing is, though, I like the under. I really do. Let's say you go 3-3 in the division. You go 3-3. Let's look at your road games. You got 5 other road games here. I got at the New York Giants and at Tennessee. Let's say you win one of those. That you're not winning both. You're going to win one. You got at Cleveland, at Dallas, and at Pittsburgh. You're not winning those games. You're just not. I mean, you're a team on the rise and you're building, but you still got a lot of holes, especially offensive skill position talent, and you got a young, extremely raw quarterback who did not play well last year. Don't give me those highlight reel things. I'm looking at a 52.8% completion percentage, throwing more picks than touchdowns. That's not good. At home, your 5 other home games. At home against Cincinnati, you're going to win that one, probably. Eagles at home? I don't see that. No, that's a playoff team. Washington at home, probably win. At home against Denver and home against Baltimore. And before you tell me Denver, you got 2 young offensive tackles. You got Von Miller and Bradley Chubb. I'm going to tell you something, AFC East, you don't have a pass rusher like Von Miller. No, this pass rush will make Josh Allen's life miserable. Denver Broncos deal with Philip Rivers and Patrick Mahomes twice a year. They can handle Josh Allen, so you're not going to win that game. I just went through the Bills' whole schedule, and if you go 3-3 in the division, that's 6-10. And that's what I see when I see the Buffalo Bills. I see a 6-10 team. I see a team that's really on the rise. I see a team that, if I'm a Bills fan, I'm really excited. But I'm thinking, man, I need some wide receiver help. I need some more players on defense. And I'm really looking forward. I really think Devin Singletary is going to have a great career as a Bills running back. I think he's going to be a really good player, but I think this year is more of a learning experience for him. So if I'm a Bills fan, I'm very excited for the future. Look forward to 2020, but 2019, I don't see you winning. I don't see you have a winning record. I just don't. So, hey, listen, if you're a subscriber to Andrews Football, you're one of the greatest people on planet Earth. All your wildest dreams are going to be true. I got some awesome content I'm putting right here, so check out some more of my playlists. And I have this great idea for you. If you're new to my channel and you haven't already, there's this button right down here. I kind of blew it up, made it a little bigger for you. Look at it. Bam! Hit that button. Become one of the greatest people on planet Earth. Have a fantastic weekend. And I'll see you Monday when I break down the Denver Broncos. I'll see you Monday.